Hello, my name is Victoria Grasso, and I'm really excited to share my journey with you today. I am a soon-to-be graduate of Full Sail University's Master's in Computer Science program, where I've had the opportunity to grow both personally and professionally. Throughout this program, I've gained valuable skills in software development, problem solving, data science, and machine learning, which was one of my favorites actually. So all of which that have contributed to my capstone project that I will be talking about throughout this video. My capstone project's name is SoundSoar. It's a tool designed to help content creators and marketers select the best music to one, save them time in selecting music, and two, maximize engagement for their social media posts. It combines data analysis, machine learning, and feature engineering to predict whether or not a song is likely to resonate with an audience, being that the trend of a song is up, down, or stable. These are all based on factors like popularity and track features from the Spotify web API. I wanted to do a quick demo of the SoundSource site so that when I'm reflecting on my capstone time, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So, starting with the first page here, we have our home page, and if you click on exploring trending songs, this is something to note here just because it's super important and it's the backbone of the algorithm and the models and everything. So, all of these playlists, except for this sound source suggestion, are going to be a part of the bigger picture and being that training data. So, with that in mind, another important thing that I want to point out here on this page is the trend model history and trend insights review. So this is going to be super key, and I'll definitely be trying to keep this updated as I continue my research and add different models. But this is just how I got the data and how I'm storing the data and everything technical insight wise that you might want or need to know about the project is there. Whereas this model history is really important because not only does it tell you what models are being actively used right now, but it gives you all of this information for each model specifically. And then the most important thing down here being download the CSV file for the training data. You can even download the model, and then there's of course a README text. So if you notice this up here, that last piece that I'll touch on here is this download starter script. I really wanted to be able to make something that could automatically keep getting updated and continuing research without too much manual interference from myself. And then that's twofold though, because now it's great that I can try to extend my research out to other people and have them easily check this. And so this was really, really awesome, especially going back and forth with my mentors, especially when they have a tight schedule and sometimes I do too. So just being able to be like, if you go to this part of the website, then you'll see this. It was super great. Based on not only my own analysis, but the feedback from the capstone committee, there are two things that I can definitely say about this project. The first being that having history popularity was really a key part of the trend algorithm, and there is an opportunity to keep exploring that since it did so well. But the second part of that is how do we tackle not being able to store information like that, maybe not being able to keep my database because of costs or whatever that might be. So exploring track attributes and how they affect a popularity trend and maybe adding in more features like one suggested by one of the committee members was genre and then release date to possibly offset the popularity history features. So that is definitely something that if I were to do over again or in the future, which I do plan to do, is something I'll be considering in how I want to move forward. With all of that being said, then the next step I would say is to explore introducing a neural network model into this approach and really seeing how it can handle the complexities of the track attributes, genre, and release date. Another thing that I would love to improve about SoundSoar is the front end. So I don't think that it's terrible by any means, but I do think that there's so many other user features that could be implemented, such as, filtering searches on the playlists, and, filtering maybe by the danceability and stuff like that, rather than just having that information at the track detail level. Just definitely more usable things for a non-technical user. And then kind of going back into the technical stuff though, other things that could be even explored about these are the songs itself and using AI to figure out maybe what genre it is, because I know I had not seen a genre field from the Spotify web API. So that might even be something that needs to happen to even improve the trend algorithm. But something else that I find very interesting is maybe the emotional sentiment behind a song. A marketer might think about what message they want to portray and say it's a happy message. They don't want to find a sad song. So that is definitely important and I think would be a tremendous attribute to SoundStorm. And as I continue my reflections, I even want to extend that to the whole last year during my time here in this program. I fully believe that each course played its role in helping me build the skills that I needed to complete a project like this and give me the confidence to deliver a project like this. And I will say each and every one of the course directors and mentors and faculty that I have ever experienced within this program have always believed in me, and I am so grateful for this program. But just specifically, just really quick to uh, highlight, I know in the beginning we focused a lot on research approaches and writing papers and the importance of writing papers. I'm not a huge paper fan, but it is really important to be able to share your work with others and have it validated. So I definitely made a lot of improvements there. And then even, from software engineering to the data science to machine learning to human computer interaction and data visualization, advanced AI, all of these things are encapsulated in SoundSoar. And that's really exciting to me because not only are my technical skills advanced, but the best part about it was how I got to do it. And it's tying in my passions and real world examples into the research and into my work. I'm a huge animal welfare advocate, and I co-founded a nonprofit rescue called the Dude Pack with my two best friends, and we have helped rehome over 60 pets in the past 2 years since we started, and we're just really excited to keep getting out there and helping more and more animals. And the biggest way that we have found success in doing so is on social media. So that's definitely where the motivation came from with SoundSoar. Me and my business partner Anthony are always constantly going back and forth on what song do we use? What song do we use for this one? What about this video? What about this post? So it was really rewarding to be able to kind of mesh all of those things together. And I actually created our website using Django, so obviously very on point with my skills. But over the past year, when I first started it, I started it in my software engineering class, and that was, version 1. Now I'm at version 4. I've redone it a billion times, but I keep improving, and I think it's really awesome. So if you're still here, thank you for watching and allowing me to share my journey with you.